morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. You were listening to Mark Copeland. We wanted to treat you to some holiday music. This is the week of Christmas. Do me a favor. Hit that share and like button. Today is Monday, December 23rd. Now, technically, I was supposed to be off for 2 weeks, but I saw this young lady a few weeks ago and we discovered that a part of now, I didn't know. I've just seen her in community and was not aware that today we have a former BET star, Harvard speaker with Meek Mill. I'm trying to do it from memory, even though the email's open over here. A couple of other things. And so I've seen her in community. Shout out to Manny Merville from Everybody Gotta Eat. I met her. I remember talking with her at his event in Cambridge. And we were talking about bringing the young people onto the program. Long story short, they were supposed to be on today. Yours truly has been handling a lot of the logistics of things lately, and things didn't work out to get the young people on. However, Ayanna is here. The young people are coming on during February vacation, but Ayanna is here, and we're going to hear her journey of how she got to this space of supporting young people in entrepreneurship. She is a Black woman, and she is the demographic that as of late are the biggest or the largest demographic of entrepreneurs. And so I definitely would like to welcome her in to the Java Cafe. We have a few moments with her because I'm going to drop it here. I hope I don't get in trouble. Got called into a little presser with the mayor. And I was like, is this good or bad news regarding Wright Stadium? And if you're in favor of it, her exact words were, this is exciting news. So we do have to kind of rush a little bit. So Ayanna, we're going to bring you back in February and just do this all over again. But I want to bring Ayanna Bean into the Java Cafe this morning and tell your young people that I can see them in the camera getting their content.
Okay, they got to get the content because, that's one of our big secrets is content.
I'm good, but tell them to get out the shot. No, sir.
Okay, watch out, girl.
No, they can peek in because they really were supposed to be
They're
here.
right here.
They want to peek in.
Right,
we got media releases. Tell them to peek in and say hi. Because I at least want to give them 2 seconds to say hello if they want to. One of them
want to come in and say hi?
One of them to
come in? Hurry up and say hi before we get started. Come in. You got to scoot down. She's very tall. This is Vera.
Hi, Vera. I didn't even get y'all names.
And come on in, Malia. This is Malia. Hi.
What's up, Malia? As I said before off camera, I'll say it to you all publicly. I apologize. There were some things that happened and we couldn't get you scheduled, but Ayanna's going to represent you well and get ready for February. All right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So, Ayanna, good morning.
Good morning, Jimmy.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I cannot.
I didn't know.
It's my favorite holiday, Christmas.
Yes.
I love it. This is
Absolutely.
my favorite time of year, so I'm excited.
Thank you for your patience. That was one of the reasons that I started off with Maestro Mark Copeland this morning, playing, that holiday music. And so it is Mental Health Monday. And, I would like to ask you to do me a favor. You work with young people, and we're not going to get into a bunch of this, but if you, for me, could describe what you see as the status of our young people right now, their mental health status in one word.
In one word, I would say their mental health status is fear.
Really? Okay. So I didn't want to go this. Let me turn my phone off. I didn't want to go.
Conversations with me get deep, so you got to be ready.
That's the thing. And I do apologize again to you. Today is just interesting that I got to rush off because we could probably stay here for a good 90 minutes just on that topic. And so let me back up. We'll go back to that somewhere midway through our conversation, but you gave the perspective of young people. And what I've been doing for the past 4.5, almost 5 years is on Mental Health Monday. I'm going to ask the audience and you as well. I'm going to ask you, Ayanna, to tell us in one word also to describe your mental health status like right now in real time. Everybody else in the audience, put one word as well.
Anxiety.
You said anxiety. So thank you for being transparent. And so for you, I'll ask, can you give us some context? And then we're going to get into your story but share where you're comfortable. Why do you say anxiety on this Mental Health Monday?
On Mental Health Monday, right now at this moment, I say anxiety because if you know me, I'm always doing a million things at once, right? And so I'm always like this. So right now I'm at anxiety because I have several things that I'm like, if I had 10 hands, you would see them all moving around right now. So that's just why. Anxiety, making sure that, I'm speaking with you. This is going out to the public, that I'm not just being politically correct, but that I'm giving a transparent, true living experience of who I am, what I do, and where I come from. And sometimes that's not always an easy thing to do, but, it's just a part of who we are as people. So, you have to always be ready.
You and I understand that on a few varying levels. And so what I'd like to do is get into so first of all, I didn't know you and all of that notoriety and celebrity in seeing you around. I know you understand this statement. I know that is not all of who you are.
Right.
And so again, my first impression of you was a youth worker getting young people to decrease the wealth gap. Let's keep it 100. Then my boy hit me. He said, "Did you know who's on your show tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "No, but did you know?" And then I got a couple of references, the IG and whatnot, and you were on BET and Trap Queens and Meek Mill and Harvard. So with all of that, if you could go back, what led to that? And then from all of that notoriety and celebrity in media, and you're doing a few other things, but just give us a little bit of your journey, Ayanna, because I'm so intrigued.
Well, I'll give a journey up what led up to BET, right? So obviously, I'm just a regular, I say I'm a regular person, a regular young lady from Mattapan. I grew up in Mattapan, born and raised in Boston. And, like most of us in our communities are always in survival mode. So everything is a survival mode. That's why things have to be done now and fast. So you'll see a lot of people doing different types of hustles that are quick and fast because we just are continuously in survival mode in our communities, right? I was in survival mode. I made some decisions. I had a position in which I was in charge of funding for some colleges, right? One of my colleges that I was at, I was a student account manager. I've been a financial aid advisor, student loan manager, and I misappropriated those funds and I used them for personal gain. And that landed me into a very bad place, which was called jail. Yeah. So I
wait a minute. So yeah. When I ask you, I want to be transparent because I saw the other stuff, but I'm being transparent. Thank you for being transparent because I didn't know. I saw all the other stuff and did. Oh, so this is going to go. Oh, yeah, you got to come and do it after dark, Ayanna. That's a whole different brand. But thank you for your transparency.
Yeah, I can, and I can be nothing but transparent.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
One of the things we had Philip Henderson come in 2 weeks ago to meet with the kids, and one thing that I will take away from what he said is climbing Mount Everest. That conversation gets him in the door, getting in the door to be able to have the conversation about everything else and the true our true living experience. And so I'd like to say, yes, I do have the understanding that being on American Gangster Trap Queens gets me in the door, right? The conversation leading up to and my journey up to why I was on there, that's a whole nother story. Where I stand today and who I am is the same person, but I just have these added things to it, right? So I am a formerly convicted felon. I am that right now. And I use that foundation to get into the door of many other things. And so that when I get in that door, I open that door for others. And that's why my students are here, because I'm opening a door that was closed and could be closed to them. But I'm going to be someone in the community that opens that door for them. I'm going to be someone in the community that opens the door for someone who has background check issues. I'm going to be that person because I know what that person goes through and those challenges that are faced. So right now that as I sit here, I am these kids that are sitting here. I see myself in Malia. I see myself in Vera, who, by the way, is graduating high school this year and has been offered several scholarships. She's a wonderful basketball player. But again, that conversation gets her in the door, and then who she is will keep her there.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Okay, so I again, thank you for being transparent about that. And I'm going to be very transparent. What comes to mind is when you talk about the struggle and whatnot, here, I move in the space of politics. There's currently a Black woman that, you know, allegations on our city council and all this other stuff. And one of the thoughts and the things that have come up in the commentary is the struggle and is, you know, things and whatnot. And, you know, to your point, we don't know, but you said you made a bad choice or, you know, made a decision, and all of us have. And so thank you for that. But then that also, one of the things that young people can appreciate is authenticity and being real. And so I want to ask you, you know, you said your word for Mental Health Monday was anxiety. And then you said that according to your work with young people, by that, you know, feel that their mental health word for this, and they can yell if they have their own, they can yell it to you from the background. What are y'all one words for mental health?
What's your one word if you said what your mental health is for today? What would you say?
Now.
Looks like Vera's having anxiety like me, according to her eyeballs. What about you, Malia? She's smiling, so she's probably caught like a deer in headlights.
Which AKA could be a little bit of anxiety as well. That'd be a whole bunch of anxiety. Yeah. And so, but you said for them it's fear. And so let's go there for a few minutes. We got about a good 10 more minutes, a lot of things to catch up. I want to share the website and things like that, everything you're doing. And so why, from your status or your observation, why would you say that they're fearful right now?
Well, we started the, you know, and just to let you know a gist of the partnership that we have here. So my foundation is called the Year in a Day Foundation, right? And then we are partnered with Partners Uplifting Our Daughters and Sons, who came to me by way of Dr. Jamila T. Davis, who is one of my trap Queen's sisters. And so there's an opportunity for us to work with the city of Boston to have in the Success Link program to have students. So this is our first time in this past summer working with students in this capacity. So we were awarded 39 students this past summer in our Success Link Partners Uplifting Our Daughters and Sons program. And so that was my first, you know, trial at, you know, what is to come. And during the summer, I learned that the students are very fearful. They're afraid of a lot of things. They're afraid of their communities. They're afraid of each other. They're afraid of the adults in their communities. It's a lot of fear, that things that keep them away from other things because they are afraid of what the end result could be. They're afraid of a lot of violence that happens in their cities. I had some students that there was actually in the summer, there was a shootout at Forest Hill Station, and we had actually come back from a college tour at Yale University. So when we got off the bus and they were traveling back to home to meet their parents at Forest Hills, 2 students, there was a police officer shooting at Forest Hills, and those 2 students were so afraid to just public transportation it again that they just remained at home, and we did it hybrid for them, and they did the rest of the course online because they were afraid of the violence that happens, right? Another thing that I got out of students is that they didn't have any adults that they felt like were helpful in helping them make better decisions, that if anything, they were getting worse information from the adults. There were several students that I had, you know, getting jumped at school and not having any administrators or adults help them when they were being jumped. I had a situation where one of our students was jumped in the summertime. So what I'm saying is that I see a lot of fear. I didn't realize that as a kid. When I was coming up their age, I don't think that I was afraid, but these same things were around. But I feel like we had more community, we had more neighbors that actually would step in. Now we have people that are being paid to protect them that are even afraid to step in. So this is something new to me that I'm learning, and I'm learning that from my students. So, and I'm not supposed to call them students. They're not my students. These young people are my coworkers.
I knew you was. I knew you was going to say colleagues or coworkers.
Yeah, because they are, and I learn from them, and I'm hoping that they learn from me. But I can honestly tell you, I learn more from them on a daily basis than I have. I believe that we are teaching them. So I'm just grateful to have them. I'm grateful to be in this position where we do have them. And again, this is not a funded program. This is done off the muscle. This is done off of personal funds. The kids are paid through the Success Link program. They're paid hourly through the city of Boston, but me and my staff, we're not. So the resources that you see us doing are all from great relationships that we have built. Myself, Shawnice Jones, Sharita Bean, these are from our community relationships. The partnership with the YMCA allows us to have a space at the YMCA, allows us the space at Wentworth. My students have the resource of not just being my coworkers are not just my coworkers, but they are also achievers through the Teen Empowerment Program through the YMCA. And that is by way of the partnership that I have with them. And so I just, any opportunity that I'm able to give to my coworkers, I definitely am. And any other young people that I come across with, or any other programs that there are, whatever I have access to, they have access to. And that's what community is. And so when we're talking about community, let's not just say the word, let's do the action. And that is doing the action by sharing our resources and doing what we say we're going to do. So I'm a big person on, if I tell you I'm going to do something, that's what's going to be done. And if I'm unable to do it, I'm still going to find a way to do it. And that's what we have to show our young coworkers, that things go bad, just like, you were explaining to them, things happen in entrepreneurship. Things happen like that in life. And we have to give them what's real as well as what could be and what can't be. I don't say I can't do it. I just say, how am I going to do it? So
you're encouraging me in a few ways. Earlier on you were talking about, I got to go back and watch, but something resonated. And what I remember is, I'm not the only one that feels that way about showing up and, public figure and I mean, you get it on a whole different level, but there's so much to that, and still being authentic to the point, to where your hustle is real and it produces results. And so you are going to come back in February, but I want to give you some time to also talk about what's coming up. What are the young people doing? Mention a couple of the businesses that folks can Google and look out for. If Malia and Vera are business owners, mention theirs. Mess around, have them come in and do their little elevator pitch. But no. But go ahead. But
they're not ready yet.
Okay, all right. But tell us, about what's coming up for you.
What's coming up for us and what I'm doing. We're walking this journey. I can't tell you exactly what is going to happen, but I can tell you that.
Hold on.
Yes.
We get the mayor, the governor, and whatnot to come in here and drop little early stuff. And Ayanna's like, I'm not going to tell y'all yet.
It's not that I'm not going to tell you. It's just because I don't know what it is. Like on a daily basis, like I don't have an itinerary laid out of this is what we're going to do in an order. Things happen, things come to me that we're able to figure out, right? And do. Yeah.
Okay. My team is going to fuss at me right now, and they probably fuss at you and be like, don't tell him you do that. But go ahead, Ayanna.
I got to tell you what it is. I have, my students are, if an opportunity came to me today, it's not in the itinerary, but I'm going to put it in there. We're going to make it happen. So that's what I mean by that. What you're going to be seeing from us is the same as you did from the summer. We do pop-up shops. Once we get those businesses up and running, they're learning how to create them. Malia is a second-time student, so a second-time coworker. So she came in the summer program, and now we were fortunate to have 20 students in our 24-25 academic year. So she has come back. So she's coming back. Her first business was a hair business. And now she's going to be doing a clothing business for her second time with us in the group. Vera is coming doing a clothing line in the group. We have clothing lines. We have eyelash businesses, beauty, makeup, hair. We have a young man has a car business that he wants to do, wrapping vehicles. We have a whole bunch of different ones, a slew of them. We had a couple of new ones in the summer. We had jewelry makers. We had just so many young entrepreneurs out here. And I reach out to the community to ask the entrepreneurs that I know in the community to come and speak with them and give them the experience of being in the right atmospheres and learning from those that are doing it. So you'll see a lot from us. It's cold now, but you're going to see us outside. We'll be outside.
I'm excited to see it. And I got to see you guys outside. The summer. So I have one question for Vera. When she came on was coming on the screen, you had mentioned that she was tall.
Yes, you can't fit in here.
So my question is, in her clothing line, and you talked about scholarship, presumably b-ball or soccer. Is Vera, I'll ask you, are you going to specialize in clothes for taller, those that are blessed with a whole bunch of height? Is that going to be like part of your brand?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to include everybody, inclusive with all heights, sizes.
Go ahead, Vera.
All heights, but no matter what, inclusive to everybody.
And you wanted to do a sports complex. It's actually Vera's business, not just clothing line, but her ultimate goal is to have her own sports complex where she does training and everything. Because she plays. Tell them what you play. Come on, girl.
I played basketball versus
Where?
Cathedral High School.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Boston Showstoppers.
Yes,
Okay.
plug. That's my girl.
Vera, why'd you smile like that? You took a little bit of pride when you started talking. You gonna leave Ayanna hanging? No, I'm messing. But no, I just when Ayanna mentioned it, I just really, thought, was that going to be, part of your brand? But I like that you were very intentional and said all shapes and sizes and inclusive. And so definitely we're looking forward to it. Are you on IG? Is it out? Like, where can folks follow you or and see even what's going on with your basketball career? Because do you have sites on the WNBA as well?
No, I do not.
You don't.
Y'all mention her name so she can get up on there now.
No. But here's the other thing, because oh god, all right, y'all gonna have Vera. You got to come back in February because one of the first things that people will think is, because of what you're doing now, your total biggest aspiration is the WNBA. And no, it is. But what is it, if you don't mind me asking?
To my target. So it's hot as fucking shit.
All right, we just had a little Java after dark. It's that hot. I don't have the 7-second beep. So Facebook, Twitter, and all of y'all. Listen, we were talking about authenticity, and Brett just kept it real. He said it was hot as AF. So Ayanna, make sure you have a breathable textile brand of your clothing so that brother, when he walks in, he won't be hot.
Malia, block the door next time.
Vera, rather. What can folks follow you?
Instagram.
Yes.
It's,
okay, plug it in.
Where's my phone at?
Oh my god, you don't know it?
I don't know about her.
Well, and one of the things too is, so we've only been together for a couple of weeks. So we started on November 4th. So a lot of our, this new cohort has been since November. Do you want to? Yeah, put it. You can type it in the chat. Yeah. So then what happens is
you do engineering and producing too, because she just recognized the private chat. Like, put it in the chat.
I'm telling you, they teach me.
We got like 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I was gonna say is that just like a lot of business owners that we do see that are adults as well, kids have their private and personal pages. They're just now getting to understand the point of, I have a business. If I'm promoting and marketing my business, I need to have a business page that is public so people can find their way to it so that they can start branding me and associating me with this business. So this is we haven't gotten to that part for everyone yet. The coworkers that were with us last summer are familiar with that, but now they're doing different businesses. So now they have to create one for that. So you will see that over the next few weeks. We'll have all of our businesses on social media and public for everyone to be able to go to and support them.
I am definitely looking forward to. I'm just making sure that Vera's IG makes it onto the screen.
Yeah. What's yours, Malia?
Malia, come in here for 1 second, Malia.
Come on, Malia.
Come on, Malia. What
we
you
only
doing?
have a few seconds left, girl.
You went from hair to, it went. Did you do what you got on? Is that yours?
Is that a part of your brand? No, that's not her brand.
Okay. What you did? I mean, what you doing?
So I do a clothing brand called Are You Really? And
that's her new business. Her new business is a clothing brand called Are You Really? And in the chat room, put your
she can tell me, because we get out in a second. Tell me your at IG, because Malia probably knows her.
Tell them because they want to get off.
It's official_ Are You Really?
Official. And is Are You Really spelled ARE?
Yes.
Okay, so spell it AR. So it's official Are You Really? So ARE.
Oh, official _
Are You Really?
I think I got it, Malia. Is this it?
Yes.
Yes, that's her.
Are You Really? And give us a real quick. Vera gonna get that content one way or another.
She gotta listen. She know. They know.
Really shot. Malia, tell us real quick about your brand.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign on Ayanna. I'm gonna sign on Zoom. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
My brand, honestly, is just, how do I explain
clothing for those who are. Let's go. You got to get on a call with
anyone who just wants to
express themselves.
Yeah, themselves. It helps them like really think about who they are because on the back there's like questions, like are you really questions? And so it mainly just helps them like think of who they really are and express how they are.
I love it.
I am proud of both of you, even though we didn't get both of you on screen today. Well, we did get you on. Vera. Jesus, Lord. You ain't. Anyway, no, I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing, but I'm proud of both of you. Ayanna, you as well. Thank you for being so transparent. I think this is just sort of a quick shot into Boss Up and everything that you're doing. And so we will definitely have you back soon. But we did some great content.
We did. We love it.
I'm about to chop it up and do a little bit, couple of reels, and we'll collaborate. And if you want, I'll get you the file and you can do with it what you want as well. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you having us this morning. And, I just wanted to say, yeah, we've seen each other in circles, but I guess you just didn't know who I was. So, now you do.
But I'm even much, I really had an impression when, just met you in community and your energy and definitely with the young people, but to see, even more so all that you've accomplished and very real, we need that, you know what I mean, for our young people, and some old heads need the authenticity too. So yeah, Malia, I say old heads. She tried to get out the camera laughing. I'm what you call it. I'm about shoot. 53 years old, and I can own the fact that some of us old heads need to do a little bit better. But Ayanna, thank you.
Thank you.
And Malia and Vera, we look forward to. Now, y'all better have a whole deck PowerPoint ready, or a little 15-second, 30-second video ready in February for your business, and we'll show it. All right. Ayanna,
we appreciate that.
And please tell Manny that I took great care of you, because I forgot to I think I tagged him, but I forgot to tell him that you was coming on today. So
I let him know that I was coming on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
I did.
He's doing big things. He's doing
big things. Shout out to Everybody's Gotta Eat. Manny's over there doing his thing, and I couldn't be more proud to see everyone from our community doing big things. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, hon. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
All right, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Folks, I know that was sort of a quick shot, and I'm going to go ahead and close out with Mark Copeland real quick, because they didn't start the meeting yet. And so we're going to go ahead and end out with him on I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. And yeah, so we're about to get the update from the city of Austin on White Stadium. And the mayor said it's exciting news. So I'm curious, because there's a whole lot going on with taxes and White Stadium, and had a very interesting session last week with one of our senators. And so Doctor, we're gonna get you scheduled for February as well, to talk all that you're doing and the history that you're making. Good to see you in the room this morning. Let me do some greetings real quick. And it's funny, because I said to the mayor, I said, "You're gonna be late?" She was like, "I'm gonna be on time." Well, all right, we're going to get ready to go. Listen, everyone. Oh, before I go, ladies and gentlemen, Java family, it is Saturday was Auntie Java's birthday. Conchetta Marie Hills Johnson, because that was the original name before I think so. Anyway, Auntie Connie's birthday was on Saturday. So I need everybody to do me a favor and go in the comments and say happy birthday to Auntie Java, Auntie Connie. Hopefully she's still in here. Ma's still in here. So if Auntie Connie left, Ma, text her and tell her to hop on here real quick before the Zoom start. And yes, Pastor Marion said also, Ayanna, please continue to stress, instruct, and share the importance of personal integrity in business. Thank you for that, Pastor Marion. I think Auntie Java is still here. I saw something from her 2 seconds ago. But Auntie Java, happy, Francis, my mother got the whole thing in here. Conchetta Francis Hills Johnson. Okay. Jesus, Ma, you put her whole name. Okay. Well, I was doing it too, so I can't say too much. But listen, we're going to get ready to go. Winter, I inboxed you, bro, and I clarified never. And that's all I'll say. Everybody in here, y'all could tell Winter, I'm not a phone guy. You text me or we set a time to go and eat, and we'll go do that. But love you, bro, and appreciate you. Auntie Java, Happy birthday, Auntie Java. I need to get a birthday track. Da, 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 da. And yesterday, my middle sister, what my my mother said, well, you said it. My middle sister, Nakia Antoinette Monique Hills, we're just putting out everybody's whole government today. Her birthday was yesterday. And I can't believe that my sisters are approaching their 50s. That is crazy, Ma. All right. Good stuff, Winter. Thank you, Sister Debbie. Good to see you in the room. Everybody else, Pastor Marion, Dr. Dabinga, Sharon Cornelius, Dr. Drumright. Good to see you in the room. Our LinkedIn user. I'm not sure who that is, but we're sending you peace. Newt is in the, I think that is Newt. Or is that, yo, brother Stephen Pena is in the building over on YouTube. Good to see you. Oh, I forgot Instagram this morning. Hi, Instagram. Sandra Lopez Burke. Good to see you over there. Everybody Gotta Eat was over on Instagram. Good to see you, man. Manny, did I do Ayanna well? I know that's the homie. Listen, folks, I know this thing is going to start in a minute. And I bet you as soon as I start playing Mark, we are letting you in. But listen, tomorrow we have the opportunity to speak. We're going to air. We spoke with her on Friday, as I mentioned. We're going to air our conversation with, and I believe it's not the honorable. I believe the governor is Her Excellence. Governor Maura Healey will be chatting with us. We're broadcasting the chat that we had on Friday. That's going to take place tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. along with some additional holiday music provided by Mark Copeland, Tyrone Chase, Amandi Music, and also Angela Elizabeth Angie Sings. And so that will take place on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We will not be together on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. I said to you all last week that Thursday was going to be the last show for the year. And then Carlos texted me and said, oh, really? I forgot that we, by popular demand, and also the fact that Brother Carlos said he wants to do the interview. Some of you remember, and I'm going to show the video or broadcast the video again soon live. But some of you remember a few months ago, I sat down with Simone Miles in reference to, I'm just going to text and see, make sure I got the right link. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Where was I? Intersections of Jimmy. And I shared, a couple of months ago in that show with Simone Miles that I've realized my intersections, and I've lived them all my life. But to be a Black man that loves God, who is gay and from the hood, a lot came out in that first episode. So Carlos is coming to do a second episode or installment of that, as well as a lot of folks have said, Jimmy, we need more of these conversations. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. After that crap went on with Slades, we need to have this conversation. And so it is on Friday at 1 p.m. with a little bit of After Dark. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to keep it real. All right. We can get off of here. Y'all going to listen to Mark, and we'll UCB, we'll let y'all get an hour. I'll be in the background listening and doing stuff. So we're going to go back with Mark, and y'all can finish listening to Mark Copeland. All right.